Hello, Leo. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. Hope you're doing well today. Let's take a look at your tarot card for the week of November 23rd, 2025. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you have Leo in any of those placements, odds are there's a little message in this reading for you. Also, keep in mind that this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. Just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your other placements. Also, keep in mind two things. One, I'm a Gemini. My ruling planet of Mercury is in retrograde. So if I stumble or fumble my way through your reading, I apologize ahead of time. Please forgive me. And number two, for those of you who have not seen this before, the Tarot card of the week reading is not what you don't see coming. The Tarot card of the week reading is typically a question that Source wants us to ponder, think about, go within, so we can move in a particular direction to help our lives move forward. So we can finally make a decision or make a choice. So let's see what your Tarot card is for the week of November 23rd, 2025 for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. The goal of this reading is to help get you unstuck, okay? So you don't get too stuck or stagnant in situations, environments, or connections, possibly even patterns that no longer serve your highest good. So what is the tarot card of the week here for Leo? One more shuffle now. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, the Four of Cups. What offer or opportunity is being presented to you that you may not be recognizing? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Star. What needs to heal in order for you to realize your deepest dreams? Okay. Why is the Four of Cups the tarot card of the week here for Leo? What offer or opportunity is being presented to you that you may not be recognizing? For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus, why is this your tarot card for the week of November 23rd, 2025? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. The Four of Cups is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, your energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. Wow. And the Four of Cups. So you are possibly missing out or have the potential here to be missing out on an opportunity. At the bottom of the deck, you have Queen of Pentacles, you have Judgment, and you have the Sun. Chariot, Six of Wands, Two of Swords here to the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. There's something here that you could be working on. You could be applying your pentacle energy towards. It would lead to victory. It would lead to success. For some of you, financial abundance. Whatever this Ace of Cups is, because that's typically what is being given to us, right? In the Four of Cups is the Ace of Cups, and we're sort of ignoring it or we're not acknowledging it because we're too focused on Three Cups here that have spilled or just didn't work out like we thought it should have worked out. So there's something here you're still stuck on. You're still stuck on something here. It didn't work out. Situation, environment, connection, some plan you had, maybe a business goal or idea. And I feel like you're too focused on it. And what you're not seeing is there's actually a blessing here that wants to come in for you. Something that you can work on, possibly even collaborate on with others. It's an opportunity to restabilize yourself. If this message is resonating for you, you have a pretty good idea of what that is, because Queen of Pentacles to Judgment to the Sun, it's like if you were to think about this opportunity, your judgment call here is, I would like to move in that direction, or to do that, or to launch that, or to be vulnerable in that way. I would like to invest in that. Again, whatever that is different for all of you. But the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, typically the energy of individuals, when they see a good thing, they know it and they invest in the long run. So whatever this is, you've already made the judgment call that you would like to invest in this. All right, tell me a little bit more about this. I feel like you're missing it. You're not seeing it. 4 to the 4 to 4 there. So I think you're a little stuck. I split the deck. I get King of Cups here. It's something that you would love. It's something that could be long lasting. It's something here that would bear fruit. Let's see if we can figure out what that is here for you. Why are you in the Four of Swords? Let's start off with that, because the Four of Swords typically means the Three of Swords has occurred. You're still healing from something. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four of Swords is clarified by the High Priestess, keeping to yourself. Nine of Wands, tired, exhausted, Justice. So you're trying to rebalance, recalibrate yourself. At the bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Swords. Please don't get offended, okay? All of these messages for the Tarot card of the week readings are intended to help all of us move forward, okay? there's something here that you would like it. You would like it to be successful. You would like to invest in it. You'd like to open up to it. Again, whatever that it is or that is different for all of you. There's something here of you're not really applying yourself to it. Now, it could be you're not applying yourself to it because you have had some type of heartbreak or setback, emotional setback here for some of you. And you're like, I just need a timeout. But the timeout, it's like time is rolling on. You need to come out of the timeout. So let me give you an example here. Let's say this is work related. Let's say I'm speaking to a Leo and you are a business owner. Okay, you're a business owner. The business isn't doing so well. You have all of these different ideas on how you want to reinvent it, maybe modernize it, maybe incorporate AI, do something different. It's like you have all of these thoughts and ideas, but you're not acting on them. Instead, you're sort of wallowing, a little self-pity here, of why the business that you currently have isn't growing or expanding or going the way you would like it to go. And it's like, well, I have all these ideas that I could do, and I know that I would enjoy doing them. They probably would end up being quite lucrative, but I'm failing to take the inspired action to do them because I'm kind of wallowing here in a little bit of self-pity because the existing business model isn't working. Again, it's only an example. Okay, so for some of you, there's something like you'd like to, again, using business as an example, it's almost like you could see it. I could see it. I know I'd like to do it, but you're not going full throttle. For others of you, if this is in terms of like love and romance, you may have had a relationship end, right? A romantic partnership end. You're healing from it. I love that, kind of keeping to yourself, trying to regroup, trying to recalibrate. But then there's this feeling of, well, I would really like to have someone, even though that relationship didn't work out. I'd like to have a partner by my side, but you're not taking the initiative to actually get out there to meet people. Or if you are taking the initiative, it's in the wrong places or in the wrong ways. Like maybe you're looking for a long-term committed partner, but you're looking on dating apps that are really for hookups, you know. There's something like that here happening. Again, those are only examples that I'm giving you. And even if I'm speaking to a Leo who would like to launch their own business, the feeling is I have all these ideas. I made the judgment call. I'd like to do this. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, right? And that Sun card energy, your energy, by the way. I would really like to invest in this. I think I'd be really happy. I just heard I can make a boatload. I don't really speak that way. So someone here has an idea that they thought that if they were to move forward with it and really put all of themselves into it, it could make them a lot of money, boatload of money, but you're not doing it. So again, I don't know what that Ace of Cups is for you, this offer, this potential, this opportunity, but you sort of just are waiting it out too long. You're pausing too long. And in that respect, you're sabotaging your ability to move forward with this dream or this idea, or like I said, this goal or this business venture. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like Source is trying to tell you the time is now. Time to get up. Time to get up. Okay, that didn't work out, or that didn't work out as planned, or the last 3 businesses you tried failed. It's time to get up. It's time to pick yourself up by your bootstraps. So I kind of think like this message for you here this week is a little kick in the butt from the universe. What offer or opportunity is being presented to you that you may not be recognizing? At some point in time, you asked for this. That's typically what happens, right? When we're asking for the aces from Source and we harness the power of being the magician in tarot, we're saying, okay, God, universe, whatever you call that other entity, these are my resources. I'm working on this, or I would like to work on this. I want to be successful with it. Please bring me the opportunity. And I feel like, again, God or Source, whatever you want to call it, is like, okay, we're knocking at your door. We have the opportunity. Why aren't you answering the door? That's really your question here this week. Why aren't you answering the door? Why aren't you moving forward with the idea to be vulnerable and meet someone, but do it the right way? You know, either get out there into the 3D world or use the right dating apps or the right dating websites for the type of relationship you want to attract. Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? I remember I had this friend probably about 4 years ago. I don't talk to her anymore. She was really interested in meeting someone to have as a long-term partner. I'm not going to name the website that she was using, but she kept going out on dates. And after a couple of weeks or a month or two, the relationship would fizzle out. And then she was off finding another. And I said to her, I just have to ask, like, what are you using to meet these people? She was using a website for married men who were looking to have these indiscretions or relationships outside of their marriages. And I was like, well, no wonder you can't find a long-term partner. You are basically on a website with people looking, you're looking for someone where the website is comprised of people who already have someone. They're not looking for a long-term partnership or marriage. They have it already at home. They're just looking for a little fun in addition to that. And so maybe you need to start using a different app. Well, long story short, she did. She's now engaged. But I know that that sounds silly to some people, like, well, why would you go on that kind of website or app? I don't know. I never got to the root of the issue of why she went on it, but that's what she was utilizing, and then didn't understand why every 2 or 3 weeks her heart was being broken. And it's like, you're not looking in the right places. Personally, I think it went a little bit deeper for her. I think she was emotionally unavailable. And it was appealing for her to attract emotionally unavailable people. I don't think she realized it at the time. She was emotionally unavailable herself, even though she's like, I really want this type of partner. Well, if you're emotionally ready for that, you wouldn't be looking on that website. So it could be something like that for some of you, where there's a wound here in the Leo collective, and it's like you're not addressing that wound. Could be something like that, where maybe you're emotionally unavailable and you're not understanding why you're not, you keep finding one person after another who's emotionally unavailable themselves. Again, that's not the main message here, but one person watching needed to hear that. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Because I feel like now is the time. 7 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Emperor. Now is the time for you to take charge and stop blocking yourself. Stop talking yourself out of it. I'm not ready. I don't know how. You do know how. You're sitting here as the Queen/King of Pentacles. You know exactly what it is that you want. You've made that judgment call already. You see it as the pinnacle of love, the pinnacle of success, the pinnacle of happiness, the pinnacle of abundance. You've made the judgment call already. And yet you are battling yourself about whether or not you want to take the inspired action to launch it, plan it, you know what I mean? Expand it, move towards it. Queen of Wands, this is your energy. Why are you here in the Queen of Wands? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Queen of Wands is clarified by Queen of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the Fool. Bottom of the deck, Star. Star to the Star. I feel like you're holding yourself back here. Like, I want this Ace of Cups. You're looking right at it, and yet the lid on the chalice is closed. You know it would make you happy. You know it would be a new beginning here. Let's say I'm speaking to a Leo where you are a writer. You're like, I would really like to write a book on this particular subject. I think it would help a lot of people, or sharing my experiences would help heal the collective. Again, just an example. But you're not taking the initiative. You know that it would be 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles for you. It would help the collective. It's just waiting for you. This is the opportune time for you to start writing that masterpiece. And you're like, I know I should take the inspired action, but I'm putting a lid on that cup for now, and I'm not in the mood for writing today. And that's okay. You're not in the mood to write today, but there seems to be the same excuse here with this pattern. Every day is not the right day, and Source is telling you, no, it is the right day. Today is the right day to start looking for that job, writing that book, opening up your heart, loving yourself, looking into relocation. Again, I don't know what that Ace of Cups is for you, but it's staring you right in the face. What is the Ace of Cups? Can you clarify that Ace of Cups? Obviously different for all of you, but let's see what we get. What is that Ace of Cups for the collective? What is the Ace of Cups here that they're ignoring? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hanged Man. The Lovers. The Hierophant. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Wands. There you sit, my love. There you sit at the Y point. I'm asking what the Ace of Cups is. The Ace of Cups is something that you sat on for a long time. You, one, have made the choice to identify it. You know what it is. You know that you can be very successful, that it would lend a degree or depth of abundance to your life. You made a choice to identify it. You made a choice to sit on it. Made a choice to not do anything about it. The Hierophant, launching your own business, joining a community group, looking for a partner that would want long-term committed relationship with you. Finding a new job. The Hierophant can be a lot of things. It talks about institution, traditions, values, morals. It's something that you desire. It's something that would be a constant source of stability in your life, whether that's financial, emotional, sexual, with that Lover's card, like whatever it is. Again, it's uniquely different for all of you. But at some point in time, you identified it, wouldn't it be great if I did blank? And now you have the opportunity to do blank, or to move towards blank, or expand blank, right? Whatever, again, whatever this is for you. And the same choice you made to dream it, create it, maybe even visualize it, it's almost just like you made a choice to do that, you made a choice to do nothing about it as well. You're afraid of something. What are you afraid of? All right, why is Leo not moving towards this Ace of Cups? Or like I said, creating it for themselves. Why are they holding themselves back? Let's get to that. Why are you holding yourself back? One more shuffle. Thank you. Death card. 2 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the World. You're holding yourself back because you're afraid of the transformation it would make to your life. I'm speaking to a Leo. Again, an example. You have a great idea for a business model. You know that it would transform your life, probably help you to better calibrate your finances. You're afraid of success. More importantly, you're afraid of failure. You're afraid that if you take this risk to open up your heart to meet someone, that it'll be a failure, like your past relationships were. You're afraid that if you really go full throttle to launch this business model, that it'll be a failure, that you'll be a failure. There's failure here at the root of this. If I take the gamble to move towards this, either open up my heart, launch the business, expand the current business, find the job of my dreams, again, whatever that Ace of Cups is for you, if I take the initiative to transform my life and move towards it, I'm afraid it'll come to an end. 10 of Wands to the World card. I'm afraid it'll crash and burn on me. They'll walk out on me. I won't be successful. It'll be another failure in my book of failures. What you don't see is that if you could just push past that 9 of Pentacles, Strength, 6 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. If you could just push past that, victory and success is yours. So what offer opportunities being presented to you, Leo, that you're not recognizing? The Ace of Cups. You're not fully going towards it because there's a fear here within the Leo collective that it might end as quickly as it begins, or it'll be a short-lived experience that would lead to an ending. Fear of failure, fear of heartache, fear of heartbreak. Let's get you some advice on this, my friend. Can I get 3 cards of advice here for Leo? How can they deal with this fear? Fear of an ending. Fear of taking a risk. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The fear. 2 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, Tower. Just do it. Just do it. You're sitting at the Y point. You are holding on to the Y point. You're like, no, I can't. I don't want to do it. This is you right now. I don't want to do it. I don't feel good enough. I don't feel motivated enough. I lack energy. I have no swords here. Very little swords on the table. You're like, I'm lacking clarity. It's the wrong time to do it. I'm just going to say stuck and stagnant in the defeat of the 5 of Pentacles. That Tower is telling you to just do it. Just move towards it, Leo. Pull the plug. I heard pull the plug, but in a good way, because I think you're holding yourself back right now. So this is like, just go with it. Open yourself up. Be vulnerable. Take the risk. Open the business. Expand the business. Get creative. Write that book. Find love. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to botch this up. There's that saying like, if you take that leap of faith, what if I fall? And the only part of that I heard was, but what if you fly? What if you fly? What if this is the right opportune moment for you to do this? What if you end up reshaping your destiny by starting today on whatever this is? Because I can tell you one thing, the 2 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles, you can spend the rest of your life on that. If that's what you choose to do, you certainly can do it. Or you can take the leap towards your wish fulfillment. Star card. Again, the Star card shows itself again, twice here. And it leads you, my dear, to the 10 of Pentacles. So I wouldn't be so afraid of falling, but I would get prepared to fly. I would consider flying this week. I would consider flying this week. That is what I have for you, Leo. That is your tarot card for the week of November 23rd, 2025. If you like those messages, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.